Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrander, and we pick up once again with Thallier and his interesting revelation about Saint Trina. And now I finally know how to pronounce that bloody name, Trina. And he mentioned the idea that Trina is an offshoot of Mikola, the discarded half, he called her.
I had something I wish to tell you. I'm heading south. I've recalled something that Sir Moore said. He discovered deep purple water lilies blooming on the southern shore. That must be where St. Trina was left to wither away.
Left wither away. Now what does that mean exactly?
Just give me the word if you need any more poison.
Heading south. So over that way. Oh dear, you're, by the shore, you said. I guess I'm going to have to figure out a way to get down. Well, Thallier. I hope to see you again. So, once again, I'm left wondering, is Saint Trina a different person entirely, or is she a portion of Mikola? And is that an ability unique to Mikola, or can Marika do it too, and that's how she made Radagon? And do the other halves always have their own personalities, their own identities separate from the original? That would explain a lot about Radagon, but I find myself confused by it still. Because where the devil did the red hair come from, if it was literally just an offshoot of Marika? Now, it was suggested that the red hair was a curse that the giants had, though it was suggested that it was a curse afflicting their kin, implying that you had to be one to bear the curse. So why does Radagon have the red hair? And why does he specifically hate the red hair? Oh. Well, made it, but, the reach on these is actually better than I would have guessed. Yep, let's get rid of that. We don't need the bow anymore. So yeah, I'm wondering why there's any mention of Radagon, of the red hair being a curse, and Radagon hating it, and Radahn, well, loving the red hair, a symbol of his heroic father. And that also begs the question, where did Messmer's flame come from? The most obvious answer would be descended of the giants, thus possessing their flame, which would also explain why exactly Marika was willing to banish him to the Land of Shadow. She would banish him for fear that his hair and his flame in conjunction would reveal her infidelity. The fact that she laid with a giant and sired Radagon. Or that Radagon himself was the progeny of a giant, and, well, in any case, it doesn't look good for Marika to be wedded to him, if he is related to the giants. being that the giants were adherents of another theology. The giants had their own god, their one-eyed deity, which was separate from the greater will, thus a rivaling faith and something to be crushed. So yeah, I'm trying to wrap my head around this. Because it seems like there is reason... Ow. You knocked me off my feet. There's reason to think that Radagon is descended of giants, the red hair, and his disdain for it, chief among them, and then Messmer being his son and having the red hair and the fire and all that. It lines up rather well, I thought. But this whole notion of Saint Trina being part of Mikola and the gods being able to divest themselves and transform like that, swapping genders and all, makes this all confusing. Again, perhaps I'm reading either too much or too little into multiple different things here. Again, the idea that Radagon is Marika has always struck me as odd. And it being an allusion to incest does make some sense to me. It was a very present theme in Martin's work, George R.R. Martin. So it kind of followed that there'd be some of that here as well, since he had a hand in it, but I don't know. It's just kind of difficult to parse out, just because of the fact this would have been a massive secret. Marika would never have wanted anybody to find out about it, so yeah, the full answer eludes me. And we don't know whether or not Mikola and Saint Trina are actually much like Marika at all. I don't know if Mikola and Trina are actually all that close to Marika. Because again, Malenia is kind of the same way. The Scarlet Rot isn't exactly a one-to-one with anything from Marika. So far as I'm aware, Marika didn't have pestilential blood. And the Scarlet Rot was something born specifically with Malenia. So I don't know. I'll need to find out more about Saint Trina, I suppose. And once we finish exploring this cave, we'll go into the tower, maybe. Though it sounds like Saint Trina isn't in the tower, but instead on a shore somewhere? Trio. I've heard about a triple fight involving NPCs. So is that what I'm in for here? Oh, there is a Grace over there. And more revered Spirit Ash. Going to need a fair few of those if I want to upgrade, though. I wonder... Oh. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Just an episode or so ago, I was over here in the abandoned, ailing village, trying to find my way down here. And up top, up on the bridge, I couldn't find a way. Or at least I didn't. And now we're down, all the way at the base. Though we're well below Castle Ensis now. Ooh. Looks like there's a path I can follow. But if I go that way, I can't get back up. So let's head this way a little first. So many directions to go. So many paths to tread. Oh, someone died. Ah. Got off the attack just fast enough to mess with me. Okay, not a pit leading to the underworld like it looked at first. Bat. Okay. Just a little island of enemies there. Though not much of interest. Let's double check just to be safe, though. Never know with nooks and crannies in these games. After all, dropping down a hole has found us all manner of hidden secrets in other games. And so it's being kicked down said hole. And I am thinking of you again, Patches. Like I said, I'm not all that sorry for having killed him in this game. After all, he did try to kill us again. And of course, there was his whole thing with the consort of bloody Rykard. My supposition was, well, simply that if he did run into her again after she devoured Rykard, I get the feeling that she would devour him too. So me... Oh. Oh! Well, okay then. Well, that was poor timing on my part. But not nearly as poor as it might have been. I didn't get grabbed anyway. So let's wait for him to stop moving for a second. And I whiffed with part of it, but I still landed a good chunk. Oh, get away. Didn't quite manage it. Wasted it on a heal. Ooh, I didn't get grabbed. What a pleasant surprise. Let's see if I can finish him with this. The answer is, ooh, yes, but horned bear. Yes, but I took a nasty hit for the trouble. So a horned bear. Use FP to summon vengeful spirits surrounding caster. Doll of a Tanglehorn Bairn. Use FP to summon vengeful spirits around the caster that autonomously chase down foes. Tangled horns are a symbol of spirituality, but most young born bearing the oversized horns meet a frightfully early demise. These fetishes are made to memorialize them. Okay, that's another point. The people here have horns and view them in a spiritual way. Kind of the opposite of how the Lands Between treat the omens. Those who aren't simply killed in their cribs, have their horns taken from them. And most die from that. Those that don't die end up thrown into the sewer. And quite significantly, there are many omens who are known to be children of royalty. So, either Marika birthed them herself, or they were children of her offspring. And I always took that to be an indication of the corruption inherent to the Golden Order. The fact that Marika became inhuman in a way. Oh, you just had to nail. What the? Where did all that extra damage come from? I've sworn I killed him. Apparently not. Ugh. But now it's kind of implying. Well, I don't know what. Is it suggesting that Marika was taking lovers among these creatures? And the offspring were... I don't know. It's been insinuated more than once that Marika had lovers other than Godfrey and Radagon. So, I suppose I understand why the old, the old Grandam referred to Marika as a strumpet. I think I see the reasoning behind that, less than flattering moniker. I hate you. Okay, I can't help but notice I am not staggering any of these guys. The normal attacks are not staggering them at all. The normal R1 for the twin swords of Rallana did stagger these guys. So I begin to wonder about the effectiveness of these punch swords. And it got properly dark here. So yeah, there's a lot of weirdness going on with Marika and with Radagon. Again, personally, I prefer the interpretation of incest. Radagon having been Marika's son would certainly account for the deformity we see in their children, while still kind of being close to the notion of them being a single god. Oh, hold on. Ooh. We found a cave. The Rivermouth Cave, eh? Let's see how well we can do here. Wolves. Well, for once, not very strong. I say, and then nearly get killed by two of them. I wonder what we'll find down here. And yes, the St. Trina's Tower quest is getting further and further away. Sliver of meat. Oh my, you guys got killed by that little trap? I guess if you really didn't see it coming, and didn't kill the first wolf right out of the gate, then yeah, I can see how that could have been trouble. Wolves everywhere. Yeah, that looks like that floor will give out the second I step on it. Well, let's search a little more around here first. Looks like there's another passage. Well, yeah, I don't see a way to get back out of here once you drop in. Pun very much intended. Oh, a blood and bone river. Let's see. Okay. Oh, it's... How bloody many? Oh my, okay. No way am I gonna manage that with the pata. Or the pata. However you pronounce this. I should have a better chance with this, because I can stagger them at least. Well, that hardly means I have a good chance with that bloody many. And there were even more in the wings. Huh. Found a way back up already. Yeah, I quite like this sword. There's a nice heft to it. Just had to do enough damage to force me to heal, didn't you? sacred bloody flesh. Well, if I hadn't already seen the massive orgy pit of blood and awfulness, that would have told me all I needed to know, now wouldn't it? Alright, so we worked our way back to the surface. But what point is there in leaving until I've killed all of these wretched creatures? Yeah, no, I'm not leaving any of you alive. And I suppose I know where I'll go when I need to flee. Why would you jump down here, of all places? As long as we don't have any of the really big, nasty ones. Ow. Damn it. Okay, bugger off. Hello. Why are they not all alerted already? Not that I mind them giving me the opportunity. Ay, Shadow. Half a second I thought I was being flanked. Okay. Can I one-shot you with a thrust? Nope. Back we go up the ledge. Okay, you didn't get staggered. That's a buff, isn't it? Yeah, you went berserk. Why do you have, like, big old mole teeth in the front? Ow. Yes, my path of retreat was effective. But there are still 2 more of you. No. Oh, no, more than... No, there's 5 of you. Yeah, no point in going for a charge swing. I can't kill him even with a fully charged stab. Nasty of you to be building bleed on me. Let's make sure we have full health at all times. Ooh. Nasty blood magic. Okay. Managed to whittle them down. Until now, there are literally none left. And now we have a boss fight to deal with. And a stake of Marika right here. Oh, what am I in for? Oh, it's an extra big bastard. I hated you when I ran into you as a regular-ish mob. Ooh, but you're not quite as durable as some bosses tend to be here. Aye, but this isn't going well for you, is it? Ooh, and I bled him. Bloodfiend Hexer's ashes. Somehow I doubt that's going to be supplanting my mimic anytime soon. But yeah, as I was gonna say, the Blessed Blue Dew Talisman is bloody amazing. Far better than the alternative one, the normal Dew, the Crimson Dew Talisman. For the simple reason that getting FP back allows me to full heal immediately. And that permits me to move forward continuously. Long as I don't mess up too badly. But in conjunction with me using Erdtree heal to bolster my flasks, I now have some ridiculous sustainability on my current setup. Now then. There's more yet to find. Looks like there's a village over this way. Ah, through the waterfall. Oh, wormy boys. Pick it up, damn you. Two-headed turtle talisman. Is that going to be twice the stamina regen? Ooh, and it does. Yeah, greatly increases stamina recovery. Hold on. By the looks of things... Yeah, the village... The village I'm seeing on the map. Yeah, I can drop down from that village down to here, it looks like. Yeah. What's over this way, if anything? Death. death is the answer. Okay. Okay, now that we've gone all the way to this side of the river, let's kill this crab. And then head over this way. Well, looks like that's everything in this little section. Yeah, behind the waterfall was the twin turtle talisman. Okay. Well, I'd say it was certainly worth the trip. A new spirit summon, as well as potentially a fantastic new talisman. Of course, it depends on just how much it increases the stamina recovery by. Okay. I don't believe there are any more caves. But I'll scan the walls all the same. Yeah, I don't need any more of you bats. Yep, and that's where we came from. Yellock River Cave. Now for a truly perilous crossing. No. No. Ah, damn it all. Okay, well. You little blighters. Now that once you're all dead, I'll just go back to the grace and try the jump again. Yes, nice at least the grace is very close by. Not that it makes actually fumbling like that any less embarrassing. Okay. Made it this time. More of the death birds. As long as I can deal with them one at a time, they shouldn't be any real trouble. Hang on, are not all of you... Oh, I see. Some of you actually are just statues. Well, that makes this a hell of a lot easier. Because it means I only need to worry every couple of them as opposed to every single bleeding one coming to get me. And all I have to do is hammer lock on to find them. Down you go. Somber 4. As I said before, the somber stones, and the normal smithing too, are always helpful. It's just that I can get an infinite supply now, and therefore they're not as helpful as they otherwise would be. Let's see, what do we have here? Ah, Grace. Ooh, we're going a long way. We're under the gravesite plane now. I wonder, is there anything of note this way? Ah, prawn indeed. Ooh, you have a lot of health. So much, in fact. I think I'm going to... Ow. Yeah, I'm going to deal with you in a most sorcerous manner. Ow. Smithing 8. Yep, and as long as I use my magic healing as opposed to the flask. No, Somber 6. Yeah, as long as I use my incantations to heal, I'll have an almost unlimited supply as long as my FP regenerates. Okay, let's go over this way. I don't think a straight drop would be all that healthy. Though I dare say the drop now should be more than survivable. I actually haven't used any of my flasks on this little trip of ours. Hail to thee, spirit. Ooh. Velvety purple. That is how Thallier spoke of Saint Trina. So, I need to find a coffin. Coffin will take me to the resting place of Saint Trina. Gotta be very careful of the edge. After all, it would be silly to fall to my death here. Okay, little by little, we make our descent. Ooh, the birds abandoned me. Made me fear for just a second that something altogether unpleasant was about to happen. In particular, it made me fear that there was going to be a trap. And now we need a bow again. Okay, well that implies that there will be safe ground well below. Let's go a little further down the bank just to be safe. I wonder... Mushroom Cellar's Bell Bearing. And the second one at that. Looks like we have a fire golem in our way up ahead. Let's hope we don't have to deal with him. Where are we now? Ooh, we're off in the we're off the map again. So I'm guessing now there will be another map fragment to find. They certainly aren't revealing it yet. Another abyss to be wary of. Lightning strike with the goats again. Or are these sheep? Now let's kill them. Put an end to their trouble. Blimey. I know there was another one that was rolling around the place. Yeah, you. Whacked right into me and didn't care. See if we can make it by without getting zapped. Yeah, we managed. And looks like we managed also circumnavigate the golem. And we have yet another waterfall. I don't see a coffin here though. I see something big over that way. We are well off the map now. I don't know that I would call anything here gorgeous. Threatening would be the word I would use. That jagged precipice up ahead. A lofty, unreachable height. And a jagged nonsense of one, too. Looks like we have a passage. Oh. Suddenly magical mistiness up ahead. The Cerulean Coast. Huh. Yeah, new region. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Our hour is almost up as it is, and... well... this was another area right out of the trailer, and I was wondering when I would see it. After everything else, I'd almost forgotten about this. But yeah, we're in for it. A woman with dancing blades awaits us. But that'll wait for next time. If you've enjoyed this, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.